Hey everyone, this is Green Spud Trades. I normally do videos about the stock market, but I think the stock market's kind of dead right now, and it's not going to be coming back anytime soon. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of another type of investment, an A-iPower inverter generator. This is a generator that is very similar to one that I saw in a Costco, put up by the same company. The one in Costco, that version has a Yamaha branding on it. That one sells for about $500, but this is another version of that exact same generator that uses a different type of engine. I think it's called a Sensi engine. So the generator in Costco, it's not actually a Yamaha one, but I think a lot of people mistake that for, they mistake the Yamaha stamp on it, meaning it just has a Yamaha engine in it, to think it's a Yamaha generator, but it's not. It's made by A-iPower. So I basically have the same unit right here, the SUA2000i, and instead of paying $500 for that, for this, I paid only $385. So let's do a little bit of unboxing and take a look at what we got here. All right, so here we've got a quick start guide, some instructions on how to make it go parallel with another generator. So these are the cables to connect it to do a parallel connection to a second generator. Got your RV plug here. Charge a 12-volt battery. This tool, not quite sure what this is for. I don't know, for pouring oil. Kind of heavy, actually. Okay, so for the first step we're going to do, gotta put some engine oil in this thing. And this is what I'm going to use. It's a 5W30. And the instructions say use a 10W30, but 5W30 is just as good because it shows that the oil is actually a little bit more, a little bit less viscous at room temperature, which is fine. The 30 part is what matters. Pop this off. Oh, there it goes. I think I got it. Okay. Yep, so I got those removed. It says to lift up and away. There we go. Oh, got it. Whew. So this is the inside. That's a dipstick. Oh, by the way, I got a handy tool here that I also bought on Amazon. I also got this magnetic dipstick. This dipstick should absorb metal debris that's floating around in there. Replace the plastic dipstick with this. Here we go. Using funnel filled with 0.42 quarts. So this is a 5-quart container. We got plenty. I hate these things. Why can't they just give you a little bit of extra? Can't they just put a little bit of extra material there so that you have something to grab onto to rip it off? Alright, how the fuck am I going to measure out 0.47 quarts or 0.42 quarts. Oops. Oh crap! Holy shit, what a mess that made. Oh no! Okay, so I guess you gotta pour this in slowly. Okay, now that I made an adequate mess, I could put the cap on. You gotta add fuel to this, so hopefully I don't explode myself. This container that I'll be using is something that I got from Costco. It was going for about $16, which is kind of a good deal considering that other gas cans of the same size on Amazon right now are selling for about $30. There we go. Okay. Now I just want to put a little bit of fuel in here because I'm not going to run it for very long. Ah, crap. Why isn't it going? The fuck? There we go. Whoops. Alright, time to light up a cigarette. I'm just kidding. Okay, so here I'm going to test this outlet for ground, which is an important safety thing when running an appliance. I've got 2 lights on there, and then as you can see, that means we got 2 lights. We would only get 1 light if the ground wasn't working, but we have 2 lights on, and this outlet is wired up correctly. So I'm going to use this to test the generator. When we get that working, we'll see if ground is working on that. I'm going to try ground it to a pipe or something like that. So something about this generator that I found a little bit disappointing was that they didn't really give me anything to connect to ground with, which is not really that big of a deal. But what I'm doing is I took these jumper cables. I'm going to connect one to the ground terminal and the other side to that pipe that's right over there. We'll give this a try and try to turn on the generator right now. So first you gotta make sure this is in the on position. I'm not sure if it's gonna work because I don't have a whole lot of fuel in there. We're gonna turn this to start, and we gotta turn off the economy, and I think we just kind of let it rip. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that didn't quite run. Maybe there's not enough gas inside. Turn the economy switch off. Okay. Off. On. Buttons on the fuel cap. It's in the start position. Troubleshooting time. Okay, so I put more gas in it. Now it's got a full tank. And I'm going to try it on a different surface. Let's see what happens. So I think I figured out what I was doing wrong with this thing. I kept trying to rev it up, pull the cord while it was on the start and choke, but I may have flooded the engine. So what I did was I let it sit overnight, and I give it another try. And this time instead, I started off when it was on the run part instead of on the choke. And then it was able to get to work. And I'm going to try doing another demonstration again. But first I want to show you that this particular knob here is mechanical. And let me just show you. Okay, so the choke setting determines how much oxygen and fuel is allowed into the engine. This is what happens when you move that dial to the run position. And now the choke position. Run position, choke. Or the start, choke, same thing. If you have the choke on too much, you could flood it. So you just have to wait and let it, and then try to start it up on the run again. Okay, now I'm going to test the power outlet. Since that power getting, and the ground is open. So let's see if I can ground it using these jumper cables. And that did not work. So I guess that pipe is insufficient. Yeah, so let's see. I want to test this out now using a light bulb. Let's see if this works. And it works. Alright, so I decided that I'm not going to test the freezer today. It seems to be working well enough. Was unsuccessful in getting the ground. I guess connecting that terminal to a water pipe is not good enough. But anyway, that's my review. You get to see the how this thing works and some of the problems you might run into in setting it up. And I hope you found that information useful. This is a handy little generator for a lower price than most other generators out there, and I think it's a pretty decent deal. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this.